Karen Harbert is the American Gas Association president. Karen, explain how this new measure could affect those gas prices.
Well, thanks, Neil. And you're absolutely right. What Congress is debating right now is putting a tax on every American that uses natural gas at home. That's 180 million Americans. I think politicians should know that's more people than voted in the last election. So the idea that at this point, going into Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays, when we want to be at home with our families, cooking wonderful meals, that their utility bills will go up is just politically dumbfounding to me. I think we should be talking about how to keep energy affordable. And I can tell you all of our natural gas utilities are going the extra mile to work with their customers to keep their bills affordable this winter.
You know, Karen, maybe I'm showing my ignorance, but you've been patient with dumb questions of mine. How is it, though, that natural gas got caught up in the so-called dirty fuel, controversy? There's nothing dirty about it. So I don't know how it was just sort of lumped in with the, poo-pooed fossil fuels.
Well, you're right. It is the cleanest form of energy to heat your home right now. And we're working hard to make it even cleaner as we go forward. We're reducing our methane emissions, our CO2 emissions. We're helping our customers reduce their emissions. We're in it for the long haul, and we have so much natural gas in this country. We're the envy of the world. Just look at Europe right now that is paying 4 and 5 times the amount for energy this winter than we are. China, the same way. We've planned for things like this. We've put a lot of gas in storage so we make sure our customers are comfortable. And to your point, Neil, it's the cleanest way. Those customers that you just talked about in the Northeast that are using heating oil, that's a much dirtier way to heat your home and more expensive than natural gas.
So this tax that might be impacting so many energy users in this country, how does it work? How are they going to, is it a tax on the natural gas that you use? How does it work?
You know, it is. It's a tax on methane emissions. It's a tax on producing it, on shipping it, on using it. And ultimately, the person who ends up paying for it is the average American, which could see bills go up by at least 12% if this tax goes into effect. And people should know that 1/3 of all Americans struggle with paying their utility bills. 50 million households could actually pay a whole lot more because they are at the lower income side, and they pay more for their energy as a percentage of income than other higher income families and individuals. So this really is a regressive tax on those that can least afford it. And this is not the time to be doing this. Congress has to wake up and realize that Americans don't want to pay more for their tax, for their gas, just because Democrats are looking for ways to raise revenue to pay for this huge Build Back Better Act.
You know, Karen, it didn't involve natural gas from what I can understand, but the administration has already petitioned the Federal Trade Commission to look into potential price gouging. I think they're talking about oil and gas prices. I'm talking gas you fuel your car with. But I'm wondering, given the natural gas price run-ups too, whether they'll throw that in there as a possibility that there's gouging going on or rigging going on. They've not said as much yet, but I just wonder, what do you make of that?
Well, sure. I'm sure they will capture anybody that they would like. The bottom line is we're the most regulated industry in America. And we have 50 state regulators. We have a national regulator. We have folks like the SEC and the FTC look at us. We're very transparent about how our markets work. And so if they want to look, please do. But what we really should be talking about is what we can be doing for the consumers. We've advocated in Congress to increase funding for low-income housing, low-income heating assistance programs. I'm pleased to say that we were able to get the highest amount of appropriations for that in recent history to help our customers. Let's be very clear about this. This is a clean source of energy that will help Americans heat their homes, enjoy the holidays, and we shouldn't be militating against something that America enjoys such a comparative and competitive advantage because of it.
Karen Harbert, thank you very much. Have a great Thanksgiving, hopefully an affordable one. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime,